Today we're going to do 3 really awesome boho DIYs. And thank you to the channel Blessed Beyond Measure, my friend Jackie, who inspired me to go ahead and put this video out in the middle of all the fall DIYs. Jackie's link will be in the description box below. Be sure to check out her channel. She's so talented. Thank you so much, Jackie. I appreciate it, and I hope everyone enjoys the video. I can't wait to show you what I've been making, and there's going to be more than one video too, so be sure to stay tuned for the rest of them. There'll be at least 2 more on the boho theme.
Hi, I'm Lisa Marie, and welcome to my channel, Living My Best Life. I love to do videos on interesting topics, DIY, crafts, quizzes, anything. We can live our best life doing whatever makes us happy. I hope you'll join me.
Boho DIY number 1. For this DIY, you will need a little glass or a vase or a ceramic piece, some water, some spackling compound, and then something to mix the water and the spackling compound in, and a little stick. Now this technique I learned from another YouTuber named Justin Ray, and I'll put his link in the description, and also a friend of mine, and she has an amazing channel called Craft.Eat.Repeat, and Naka, she also did something similar on her channel, so I'll also link her channel in the description. They're both awesome and you should check them out for sure. So the first thing I did was mix the water and the compound to get the consistency that I wanted. What I'm trying to do is create kind of a texture, clay type look, almost like pottery on this glass, and that would just change the whole look and feel of it and make it more have that boho vibe. Now this is really sticky and you're definitely going to get your fingers dirty. You could wear gloves, but I actually found that not wearing gloves was better because it just made for an easier use of my hands. You just have to wash your hands and you're done. It's worth it. And just go ahead and cover the entire thing as thick as you would like it. Now one of the reasons that you want this thick is if you're going to do any kind of indentation. So I did a bunch of little circles with my finger all over, and I wasn't going for anything super clean. In fact, I actually wanted it to be kind of rough because I didn't want it to look perfect. I really wanted it to have that boho feel, and so it's edgy and it's rough, but you can still see those circles, and we'll be doing something later to really call them out even more. Just have fun with it. And then you're going to need to let it dry, and it does take quite a while to dry, especially if you put the compound on as thick as I did. So maybe even overnight would be a good idea. And this is just a view looking into the actual glass so you can see what that looks like. I painted the whole entire thing on the outside with my Waverly wax paint in the color white. I only did 1 coat because again I wasn't going for that perfect look, but I wanted to have a nice clean base. You could actually pick any color that you want. This is the one that worked for me. And make sure that it dries completely before you move on to the next step. One of the things that I love about boho is that you mix natural elements. So pottery and metal and wood and rope, all those things. So I used my Arteza acrylic marker in the color bronze to highlight the circles, and I did it in a really edgy, sloppy way on purpose so that, again, it would have that boho vibe and not look perfect. I really love how it turned out, and it just looks so nice with the other boho items that I have. And I can't wait to show you the rest of them between this video and future videos. Boho DIY number 2. Now I have to tell you, full disclosure, that I did not film myself making this or even take pictures throughout, so I'll have to kind of walk you through it. It's pretty simple, so I think it'll work out. I took one of the small canvases from Dollar Tree, I removed the canvas, and then I used my Waverly wax paint in antique to kind of faux stain the frame, and then I wiped off the excess with a paper towel. I then took some of my jute twine from the Dollar Tree and I wrapped it around kind of randomly and glued it to the back. I strung some of the wooden beads that I have gotten from Amazon on some twine, and I made a row above the sign and one below, and I just dry brushed them with the antique Waverly paint. And then I took this cute little coaster that says, "Today is a good day to have a great day," and I hot glued that with generous amount of glue, I'll show you that in just a moment, to the jute twine just to create this cute little boho sign. It was so easy and it barely cost anything. And here's the back, and of course it looks terrible in the back, but no one's ever going to see it, so it really doesn't matter. And that's it, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's all done. I just love how this little sign turned out, and it really complements my little boho vignette here. So easy, you guys have to try this. Boho DIY number 3, and I think this is my favorite. Let me know what you think. I found these adorable coasters at Dollar Tree, and they have a perfect kind of a medallion boho theme. So I started with 6 of them in order to make this box. And then I worked on positioning them to figure out how I was going to assemble this. I thought I'd be able to attach them to each other, but it really wouldn't have worked out right because one would be inside, one would be outside. So I had to come up with a different solution. And what I ended up doing was I got some of the Dollar Tree skewers, and I cut them to size for every single side of this box. So that included the top, the bottom. So there's going to be a little skewer stick between every single seam, if you will. And then I took my jute twine and I literally wrapped every single one of those sticks. I put a dab of hot glue when I first started, and then I wrapped it real tight, and at the end I put another dab of hot glue. Now this is very time consuming, so you could watch TV, listen to music, whatever, and just sit there and do it. It's pretty mindless, and then you can get them all done. And then I just inserted each one of the skewers in between every seam and hot glued them together. And then I added a bead at every point on the top to just kind of cover that little gap. And here you can see that's the lid. And you can see how I've put it all together. And then I took another large bead on top and wrapped it with the twine and made a little handle for it. And it's so cute. I also added some more beads on the bottom, one on each corner for some little feet. I'm really happy with how this turned out. I think it's so cute, and I've never seen anything quite like it. So I think it'd be something really fun to try, and it's a really nice piece. You can get whatever pattern coaster that you want, and you could make it any style really. I just happen to like it in the boho style. And here's just one final look at the 3 projects. Actually, you're kind of getting a bonus here because you're seeing a few of the other items that I have made, and they will be in upcoming videos. So this is a sneak peek. They were so fun to make. I'm really enjoying the boho style. Let me know what you think, and if you have any other great ideas for me for videos. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and let me know down in the comments what you thought about these projects and which one was your favorite. Also, if you enjoyed it, please share it with your friends. It really helps my channel. And if you're not subscribed, I invite you to do so. Thanks so much for being here, and I'll see you next time.